And back here on the show, KKTC True Country 99.9, Towson, New Mexico, up into Colorado. And, of course, out there, too, the Sports Guys Podcast.com, and out there on iHeartRadio, too, at the same time. Brandon Morrell, Caden Gordon here, presented by Olivia Rocks Music, Sandy Jane Music, and, of course, our friends out there, too. The CadenGordonShow.com, today's best country mix. And look who joined us here, too, and we almost going to have two of them. William Lee can get out of his driveway with this crazy weather. Dwayne Allen of the Oak Ridge Boys. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. Welcome to Nashville. And it's good to have you here in this stormy weather.
Yeah, this is crazy. Snow in Nashville that we never hardly see, right?
Well, this is the second snowstorm we've had this year.
Second one.
When you know it happens during DJ week.
Well, Texas got a little bit. I told Kate he's from the north of New England, Massachusetts, so he's used to this.
Yes.
But down in Texas, you believe this? In Galveston, Houston, where I'm at, Dwayne, it actually had the snow this year. I don't know what's going on global warming.
It's crazy.
I don't have any idea, but it's we usually get a couple of hits like this every year, so it's pretty normal for us. It's getting to be about where it would be late in the year, but it's on the edge this time.
No doubt, too. Well, tell us this. You got us back out there on the road. First, I had to go here. Be remiss if I didn't mention it, too. We got to love this guy so much. God rest his soul. We talked to William Lee Golden last year at the Sunday morning country event at the Grand Ole Opry. We did out there, too. It had just some amazing groups come by. Almost a great event out there during CMA week. The loss of Joe Boston. Talk about just the closeness and just the affiliation with one of the best and greatest singers of all time. I know a tough loss, but God rest his soul at the same time. Such a great singer for you guys and a member of the group for a long time. Talk about just what he meant for you guys and pretty much a close friend.
Well, when Joe Bonzo joined the Oak Ridge Boys, he moved to Hendersonville, and he actually moved in with me and my wife and lived with us for 6 months before he could get his family moved down. And he became my best friend. And in a corporate world, Joe was one of the most dependable corporate partners I could ever depend on. I could call him and I could say, Joe, I need a vote. And he'd say, okay, you got my vote. Now what are you talking about? He was that kind of a person that would give you his full support, no questions asked. And no matter what I needed done, if I asked Joe to do it, he would do it. And Joe was a hard worker. He did lots of things for us. He designed our shows. He wrote all of our shows. He did a lot of work in our fan club. And Joe ran our Twitter account. I run the Facebook account, but he ran that Twitter account, which was very active. He stayed in touch with our fans. Our fans loved Joe. And Joe was our Energizer bunny. You know, he was our front man on stage. You don't replace someone like Joe. What you do is try to find someone with another pair of shoes, because no one can fill Joe's shoes. And we found a young man from North Carolina who he looked up. Joe was his hero. Ben James studied Joe and knows every lead that he has ever taken. He knows every part to every song Joe has ever recorded. We have not even had to rehearse with Ben James. He knows every part. His voice is nothing like Joe's, which is good. But we told him, look, Joe will never sing these great songs again, but they're hits. And people want to hear them because they're Oak Ridge hits too. And so what we would like for you to do is listen to these songs. You already know them, but we want you to sing them like you would want to sing them, like they are your hits. And Joe will never sing them again. So when you sing them, we want you to sing them from your heart and not even try to sing them like Joe. But when you sing with us, we want you to sing the Oak Ridge Boys sound. And Ben is so talented that he knows how to position his vocal cords to make that Oak Ridge sound, so much that when we released our album in October, I had about 12 hits on a Facebook page where I posted some songs on there. And all of them said, did Joe come in and sing harmony on these songs? And I said, no, that's Ben. Ben knows how to sing to fill the harmony gap that Joe left. He knows what the Oak Ridge Boys sound is. and he knows how to make that Oak Ridge Boys sound. So it's been a great thrill to have Ben James with us. He's just 29 years old. So I told him when he came, I said, Ben, I can't promise you a long career here. Look at our agents. But I'll teach you everything I know as long as you want to learn. And he's like a sponge. And he asked a lot of questions. He already knew almost everything about us. But his daddy is a preacher. He would not let him listen to any country music except us and the Statler Brothers. So he knew everything we'd ever recorded. And he has a lot of questions. We stay up late at night, talk a lot, but he wants to learn and learn and learn. And I don't know how long the Oak Ridge Boys are going to keep going, but with someone like Ben James in it, it could keep going for a long time.
Yeah, you mentioned it, over 50 years now. You guys toured. I caught you in Lake Charles last year down at the Golden Nugget down there too, and the weather was perfect, no doubt about it too. But looking back at it, too, just William Lee's relationship with it, of course, William Lee Golden, Richard Sturban, I've had on the show many times, one of the best, just deep voice singers you're ever going to have. But the hits to me always. Elvira, and of course everything out there, you guys always bring it to a live crowd. Talk about that, just performing in front of an audience, because those songs will live on and stand the test of time because you're just specific.
Well, I've always had the philosophy that when you go on stage, you've got to give them more than what you would normally think singing a song would be. You've got to give 110%. And when you walk on stage, I want you to think like this. The Oak Ridge Boys were given by God a light, and the people sitting in the audience were given a reflector by the same God. If you send your light right, they will reflect it back to you and you will feel it. That's what communication is all about. If you don't feel it back, maybe you're not sending it right, because they bought a ticket to send that back to you. And so what the goal of the Oak Ridge Boys is to send that light and share what we have on the inside of us with them and make their day brighter. Because I feel like I want everybody that comes and buys a ticket to see the Oak Ridge Boys to feel better when they leave than they did when they came in.
Absolutely.
And if you ask us to go sign autographs after a show, for example, my philosophy is this: if you have anything left after an Oak Ridge Boys show, you didn't leave enough on stage. Because I require all of our guys to leave everything you've got on stage. And if you have anything left, you didn't do enough on stage. So go to the bus, take off your sweaty clothes, get something cold to drink, sit in your easy chair, and relax for a while, because your job is done.
I'll tell you what, it's one of those shows well worth getting after too. Of course, I know we're on short time here, and CRS 2025 rolling on. Appreciate you being with us, and my friend,
Thank
always
you.
come back by. We'll do a full link of these. Scott knows where to reach me. Oak Ridge Boys, always one of our favorite groups here on the Backstage Pass. More to come here. CRS 2025 continues. The Sports Guys Podcast.com and out there KKTC True Country 99.9 Charleston, Mexico, and up into Colorado. Back in a few. Taylor Holder coming up here in a little bit too as well. We'll see you soon. God bless. Take care, and back in the flash.
We'll be back in a flash.